For today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a fabric bow. They can look like this. Just a red plaid one I made. I have an old shirt. This one's made out of material I bought at the thrift store. You can pick whatever material you want to make this out of. It is a fabric bow, not a ribbon bow. You'll need scissors to cut through thick fabric, measuring tape or a ruler. You'll need a glue gun, an iron, and I'm going to be using this old shirt that I already used to make a couple bows. Here we go. First things first, you need to measure out 11 inches, and so you measure out 11 inches, just mark where it starts. And since mine is lined, I don't really have to do that much effort. So 11 this way, and then you want 5.5 this way. And just make sure you're making a mark. If you have material that doesn't have lines, just make sure you're making it consistent across so you can have a straight line. Next thing you're going to do is just cut it. Your lines do not have to be perfect because you will be folding it in, so it doesn't really matter. Now you're going to take your iron and just smooth it out a little bit. Now you're just going to fold in just a tiny bit. I don't like measuring this part because it doesn't really matter. But just like about that much. It's not much. Then you're going to press it down. Again, don't burn yourself. It's one of the main parts where I usually do burn myself. And you can do the same thing to the bottom side. Make sure you're doing it to the long side, not the short side. Now once you have that, you're going to try to fold it towards the middle, trying to keep the sides down. And you can do the same to this side, and you're just going to go over just a little bit on your other side. You're just going to go over this part just a little bit so it's overlapping, and just make sure the edges are tucked in and they don't come undone. And we're going to press this down again. Just so it stays there. Oh, one more thing that we needed. Pipe cleaners. There's little things that you can bend. Other things that could work here, the little twist ties off bread. Like, you know how you twist the bread and you have a little twist tie? Those would work too, if you don't have pipe cleaners. You just need a little bit, not much. I might have cut that just a little too short. But what we're going to do is fold it so it gets the bow looking like this and has the indents, little dimples. So you're going to fold the top over. You're just going to keep doing this until you make it to the bottom. But when you get to the bottom, make sure the top and the bottom are going the same direction. Okay. You have something that sort of looks like this now. It looks like a bow. You're going to take your pipe cleaner and just carefully twist it to the other side. And you're going to twist it so make sure it's centered. Like mine, I don't feel like it's centered enough. So you're just going to slide it a little bit. Make sure it's in place before you tighten it all the way. So now I'm going to twist it all the way. And if it's too long here, like I have a little bit extra going on, I'm just going to tuck it under. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to see the pipe cleaner. I have like this little strip here. All you have to do is make sure it's long enough to wrap around. I'll show you what I mean. Like, this is probably still too long, but that's okay. It's just a tutorial. You're going to fold it so it's just a strip, and it's a thick strip. I mean, it's not really thick, but it's thicker than it would be on its own. And then we're going to press it down. And there. It's all done. You got your little strip. And you're going to take this and take your glue gun. One thing is that if your little edges are coming out, all you have to do is tuck them back in and hold it in place and sort of just go over it with the tip of your iron. Same for this side, it's coming up just a little bit. See, it's not doing that now. Okay, once it's getting hot, you put a little bit on there, right in the center, and you're going to put this on quick so it doesn't dry before you put it on. And then you're going to flip it to the back, take the top part, and wrap it around to the bottom side over in here. So they're both touching each other now, both sides. Try to make it so you guys can see a little bit better. And as it wraps around, you're going to cut off like a little bit. If it's too long like mine, you're just going to cut it off a little bit. I usually put a little bit of glue right at the top so that when I wrap it, it's nice and tight and it won't come undone. And then, still too long. I didn't cut it right. That's okay, because we can cut it shorter. You should make it so the little flap covers the bottom of whatever you decided to use to twist it, and it will come up. Your bottom side should come up and be able to block the little side that we're trying to put down. But to keep the little side down, we gotta put more glue down at the bottom. Careful not to burn. Now you're gonna wrap it. Do not put any glue right here in the middle now, because then you can't slide your either bobby pin or clip through, whatever you're deciding to use for. Now, as it gets to the top of our bow, we're gonna cut it again, because we don't need this extra coming around our bow. It should end before it reaches the top, so we don't see it as we glue it down. We're going to put some glue right where this little flap reaches, just so we can slide a clip or bobby pin through. And that's our bow. This is the front, and this is the back. I bought a whole bunch of these little alligator clips on eBay. I got about 150 of them for like $4, so pretty good deal. All you have to do is slip it underneath, and it fits right there. See? And that's how you make a bow. So thank you for watching my tutorial. I want to see how it came out, so if you have an Instagram, take a picture of it and put @KaleidoscopeKiller. If you don't know how to spell it, I'll put it in the description box.